No.
Do you mind if I go back to the point I brought up right at the last minute last week about the bubble?
Sure.
And you kindly sent a link to that video, which was excellent. I'm still stuck with it. I'm stuck with this one little thing.
What's that?
I've been stuck with it for ages, and
I've
confused myself totally with it. It's about eyes. So if I can just go through my method going through it, in that anything that I can see obviously cannot be me. If I can observe something, it cannot be me. I get stuck with the body because I can see my body. Well, I can see my hands, I can see my arms, and the way that I can see them is through my eyes. I can't see my eyes. I can feel them. If I close my eyes and move them around, I can observe them moving, but I cannot see them. My eye cannot see itself.
What you're saying is you can't see the seeing.
Yeah. But I guess what's this thing that's trying to sort of stop this for me or try and get in the way of it is like, well, you are obviously your body, because the eye can't look back at itself. You're seeing out through the eye.
But even that, how do you know that? I see out through the eye.
Because when I close my eyelids,
where's the evidence?
It's to me, it seems it's quite obvious.
Really? Where are the eyes?
Here.
Here, you idiot. Here.
I'm really stuck with it.
Okay, so and you're attributing that to being identified with the body, yes?
That's what's stopping me fully seeing it, I think.
Okay, seeing what?
Seeing, because I get that if I can observe the thoughts, I know I cannot be the thoughts. I can't, because I can see them. It's just I get stuck at the body. I mean, I can see my body, but I can see my body. The argument is I can see my body with my body. Yeah.
Can you?
Well, that's what I've been taught to believe, and that's what comes up every day as evidence.
No taught to believe. If it's a belief, it's false straight away.
Well, growing up, I was told that these were eyes.
I know,
and
but
I look out through them.
You were also told that you were Darren.
Yeah, which I don't believe in that sense.
So what's going on with the eyes? It sounds like there's more attachment or identification with eyeballs as opposed to Darren.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah?
I don't know why, but I can't let the eyeballs go. I never thought I'd say that. But,
oh, that's hilarious. Never quite had it put that way, but tell me what happened with the bubble. No. What's the bubble about? What's that exercise about?
I'll try and put this into words. It's about that everything that is seen or observed is seen from a place. It's not seen from here. It's seen further back. So how can I put this?
What's that?
What's that sees from further back?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it the eyes?
No, it's not the eyes.
Right. See, this bubble exercise is only a pointer. It's only a pointer. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is have you come to see, or have you at least come to understand, that everything that you're aware of, everything that you can see, let's just take the seeing, everything that you can see, all of it, all, what's prior to that? What is it that's actually seeing?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
right.
I don't. It's an honest answer. I don't want to call it awareness or anything.
Good. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you want to know?
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I didn't want to know, but here I am, and there's a need to know, a desire to know, I guess.
Good. To know what? Sorry, I'm going to get a bit sharp. Yeah. To know what?
No.
I just mean direct. To know what?
No. I'll get you. To I don't know, to understand what this is. If I can, it's not a story, but if I can explain, when I first realized that there was something observing this, up to the moment where I thought I was just living here in this body and this was me trolling about, then when I think it was something that I saw and somebody said, but who is that's watching? And I remember that was a real turning point for me, because it was almost like the focus shifted. It's almost like the lens went and things went back. But and it's from that point that, I don't know, there's just, I guess there's a desire to know what's true, what's real, because I don't for 1 minute, I don't know, I think this doesn't sometimes. How can I explain this? Is it an inkling? Is that the right word? Or there's something that knows that there's more. There's something else. And I don't know whether that's driving this, but there's something that's not accepting this 100%.
Good. Hold on. Good. Accepting what? 100%.
This story, this
story. What story?
The hamster wheel I've been running along for.
Good. Good. Who's been running along it? Just bear with me. Bear with me. It's all right. Go on. Yep.
Well, up until that point I mentioned, there was me, Darren, running on the hamster wheel.
And now?
And now that there's a possibility that there isn't. And I guess that's what seems to be driving this.
Good. Why is there a possibility that it isn't?
Because that time that I mentioned, that moment, it was almost like I saw something different. It was there, it just happened, and it was a different perspective. And from that time, there's been more of a step back, a bit more of a backseat. I don't know how to explain it, but there's been a bit more of a kind of, more of a distance, in a sense, between
like perhaps this isn't me seeing.
Yeah.
Perhaps this isn't me that's aware. perhaps it isn't me that's aware of the content of the bubble. Perhaps,
Perhaps.
perhaps. Is this where you're kind of not sure?
And this is where this fixation with the problem I have with the eyes is coming in, because it's been stopping me for a long time, where I just reach I just hit a brick wall, and it's almost like there's nowhere to go with this.
Yeah, there's a strong little story going on there. There's quite a strong concept built up on around this experiencing of seeing. Yeah, you could apply it to the other senses as well, but if we just apply it to seeing at this stage, yeah, which and no wonder our whole life, all of us sitting here have believed it's me that's the seer. Me. That's the seer. Yeah. What I try and attempt to do with the bubble exercise is get you to come to see that everything, including your me, thoughts, feelings, concepts, words, friends, the sky, clouds, everything is contained within the bubble. Yeah. Now, up to this point, at least, yeah, there's been a belief that you too are in that bubble, and you're having the experience of Darren's world. And Darren's world is everything that's going on within the bubble. Yeah. Good. Now, what I'm pointing to is there a possibility that there's something going on that's not in or contained by the bubble? Is there a possibility?
Yeah, I believe that. And that's
Good.
something that's come to this point already, that there's something more here, that possibility, you say.
Yeah. There's you're talking about you still feel like you're experiencing the seer in the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although you're open to the fact that perhaps that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're kind of stuck, not quite sure what's real anymore. Like what's real, not what's not real.
Yeah, but also I think for me, I've found this whole journey very kind of practical. It's just like see for yourself. But this one is getting to, it seems so subtle and tricky that I can't seem to move past this one, because the same old response comes back.
Yeah. So in your direct experience, can you locate the seeing?
No, I can't. I've done this, and I can't locate
the seeing.
But the seeing.
The seeing. Can you locate the seeing?
No. It's seeing is just here. It's just happening.
Right. And the seer are the eyeballs. Fair or not?
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. And this is kind of where you.
Yeah, so I'm stuck.
Yeah. So how many Darrens are there? Ordinarily, we would say one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ordinarily, we would say one. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the moment, what's happening is there's a fixation on just a seer. What about the hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, thinking? What are those? That's going to produce 5 more Darrens. Darren, that
They're
is
not.
go on.
Sorry. They're not as strong, and they seem to they seem to be kind of
Good.
softening,
Good.
if that's the right word.
Good. So what's behind the seer? Because there's seer. What you're saying is that there's an experience of eyeballs, and you're calling that the seer.
No, the argument that's going on is that all the other ways of negating things are quite obvious.
Easy.
When you look at them. They're quite obvious.
All right, so let's quickly go through the process of I want you to negate the hearing for me. Go.
With the hearing, I don't know whether it's my ears hearing sounds, and I know over time what happens is that the hearing was really connected with things like the sense of space and distance, and that kind of really, now I'm starting to see that sometimes I hear sounds and I think they're just here, when it's a sound that I would have normally said was over there, and that's not my belief, or my 100% belief in ears and hearing, because that's changed. And
so what's the difference between? Sorry, I keep jumping in, but I've got to.
No, it's fine.
So what's the difference between the experiencing of ears and the experiencing of eyes?
I'm obviously placing more importance on eyes.
Yeah, but I'm going. Good, clearly. But let's go to the direct experience.
But there is none. When you compare it to ears, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If I can start to not actually believe experientially that I'm hearing with my ears, why can't I apply that same thing to my eyes?
Well, you just said it was easier with the ears. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't. You do. You touched on it earlier. Why?
Is it because what you see is richer? There's more detail than hearing. It's a more acute sense. Or is it about space?
I think you'll find it's in relation to the body, even your hand or your fingers, being able to poke an eye and feel the sensation of an eye. You can poke your ear, but you can't really poke the sensation of hearing, can you?
No.
Whereas an eye, you can poke an eye, you can push down into an eye, and there's an experience of mind says an eye.
Yeah, and I think it's because you can close an eyelid and everything goes away.
No, it doesn't.
And you can open your eyelids and
no, everything doesn't go away at all. What goes away?
Well, if I close my eyes now, this screen's disappeared. And I open them, the screen.
By what light are you aware that the screen's disappeared?
Oh, shit. Because there's something.
Is what you're saying, when I close my eyes, seeing stops happening?
I don't think seeing stops happening, because I can still see things I can see the back of my eyelids.
No, you can't.
Well, like I close my eyes now, there's an orangey kind of glow.
But you can't see good. You can't. Tell me what the back of your eyelids look like.
I can only tell you what they look like because I've seen them in pictures, but I've never seen really the back of my own eyelids.
Okay, so that's false data.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to untangle.
No, it's good.
Just untangle you a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Now, ordinarily, we would say, when I close my eyes, seeing stops happening. No, it doesn't. What do you see when you close your eyelids?
It depends how you define seeing. Is seeing just what's here? And when you close your eyes,
let's run with that. Just what's here. Close your eyes. What do you see?
there's still seeing.
Right. What are you seeing?
I don't know. There's nothing that defined. I mean, if I think of something, I see something. I can see things in my imagination.
All right. Now get this good. Now let's just go to this point again. This point of seeing, where the eyes are closed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now venture backwards. Do a 180-degree turn.
Right. What, as if I'm facing the other way?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can see the room that I know that's there.
No, you can't. No.
I'm imagining it.
You haven't done a 180-degree turn if you can still see the room, even if you can imagine it.
Oh, gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah.
Sit there with that just for a second. Don't think another bloody thought. Stay right there with that. I'm going to move on to somebody else for a minute.
Okay.
That's important. All right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Come back to me, though. Yeah?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
The bubble is trying to promote a 180-degree turnaround. Content of bubble doesn't matter. It is only that is outside of bubble that could possibly know inside of bubble. Now, what's that's outside? That requires a 180-degree turnaround. Our friend Michael.
I felt like I was really.
Go on.
I felt like I was really close to something then, and then there was like a container feeling. Is the best way I could describe it. It was just felt like a container. Well, I need to work on that. I need to work on it, but that's the closest I felt I've got to it.
Yeah. See,
it's looking at it.
It's this is good. Our whole life we've always looked out, at, aware of, conscious of our whole life. Never stopped at all for a moment and do a 180-degree turnaround. See, you would have heard me say, and possibly others, Darren, the answer's not in the mind. It's not there.
No.
Yeah. Which means
No.
the answer is not an objective experience. And
No.
anything that you can be aware of is an objective experience. And our whole life, we've taken the subject to be me. And what I and a lot of other teachers have been saying, this subject is not the me. Yeah. The seeing isn't dependent on a seer. There is just seeing.
Well, then that really is the analogy of a movie screen.
Yeah.
It's so close to that. It's almost.
Yep. Run with that. Yes.
I never realized it was so literal.
Yes. Okay. And so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.